I rule this fort. Hey, Junior! Did you not read the sign? What sign? It said, no girls allowed. Learn how to read. Oh, you mean that shopping list? Yeah. It was attached to a shopping list and I couldn't read it. Who puts a shopping list on a fort? Well, listen to me. This is my fort. I'm the king of this fort. No girls are allowed. Get out. No, never. Get out. All right, jeez, what a dick. I rule this fort. Just me and my fort. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Masturbating. What does it look like I'm doing? All right, jeez. Just hanging in my fort. I'm sorry. It's just my parents are going through a divorce. Oh. Yeah, I know what that's like. And, it's kind of sad because I feel like they're taking it out on me, or it's like, they're yelling at me and they're saying mean names, but I feel like maybe it's my fault. Listen, buddy, it's never your fault. Let me teach you a lesson about psychology or divorce. Oh boy, this is going to be long. You want to hear it or not? All right, fine. So when parents get divorced, it's never your fault. Like when they fight or whatever, if they get divorced, just know that it's never your fault. Well, I feel like it is, because they're calling me all these crazy names. Yeah, so, sometimes when parents fight, they feel like taking it out on their children makes them feel better. That makes them dicks, but, that's a whole totally different story. Anyway, when parents fight or argue or divorce, it's never your fault. Well, they call me all these crazy names. Yeah, they might call you a motherfucker or an asshole or a dipshit, and they might be right. I don't know. I'm not your parent. But when couples fight, like parents or something, it's never your fault or not something you did to make them angry at each other. It's just, they're going through something. They're either drifting apart or they're falling apart, like the world. But hey, they're falling apart, just like my life. Anyway, listen. When parents fight or divorce, it's not your fault. It's not something you did to cause it. They're just, mad at each other. So that gives them the right to call me a dick? No, not necessarily. What do you mean, not necessarily? No, it's not. They just, get mad at each other, and so they feel like taking it out on you is their source of relief. But just know, they don't mean it, and they don't mean to be mad at you. I'm sure your parents love you very much. Let me think about that. I don't think so. Oh, well, I'm sad. I'm sorry about that. And I am sad to hear that. But, they do, trust me. They're just mad at each other. They're not mad at you. Oh, they are. Listen, I'm trying to help you here and teach you a lesson. Well, I'm not up for it. I just want to chill in my fort. This is a pretty cool fort, actually. How did you make it? I, built it. How did you build it? I used a hammer. Right, seriously. Okay, I used a bunch of blankets. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, it is pretty cool. Anyway, that's pretty inspirational. Yeah, so just know it's not your fault. Couples argue all the time. I mean, my parents got divorced a couple of months ago, and they told me to shove my wand where the sun don't shine. But, hey, that's just, But, parents argue. That's just what happens. Couples argue, and, you can't help it. Can't help but get annoyed. Trust me, it's annoying, but hey, I didn't shove my wand where the sun don't shine. So you, just keep your head up, keep your chin up, and maybe brush your teeth, too. I have no teeth. Where your breath smells, well, your ass smells. Okay, this is getting nowhere. Anyway, my point is, ladies and gentlemen out there that are watching this video, if your parents argue or they're divorcing, it's never your fault. And just keep a bright attitude and don't worry about what's going on. It's never your fault. Well, I appreciate that. Now, can we talk about the fort? Sure. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, if you consider a bunch of blankets cool, yeah. It's pretty hot under here, but I like the fort. Yeah, well, it is pretty cool. So I got a lesson on psychology and a lesson not to worry about my parents divorcing. Pretty much the same thing. Well, I got a lesson on psychology and a lecture about my fort. How about that? That's good enough. All right. Well, I like the fort. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And did you see the sign that said no girls allowed? You mean that shopping list? Yeah. I didn't have paper to write on it. Well, I mean, it's taped onto blanket, so it's kind of hard to read. And no offense, Junior, but you have terrible handwriting. Why don't you just leave my fort? Okay. Well, this is the fort, guys. What do you think? It's pretty cool, right? I just took a bunch of blankets. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. This was just a short idea. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Also, yeah, hit the like button. Thank you. One more thing I forgot to mention. This video took a lot of effort. Get out of my way! Get lost. Okay, just out. This video took a lot of effort and a lot of blankets. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Also, thank you for 60 subscribers.